I have about a quarter of a bottle of potassium permanganate. It's in that bottle there. Um, I put about a quarter of a teaspoon in, and I put way too much in for to do one antler. I should have just put in about maybe the amount of an aspirin, that amount only, and then mixed it with about 6 tablespoons of water. That's about what you do to do a set of antlers. That's all the stuff I got left. I got about a quarter of an inch left in that. I only brushed the antler about twice with a small brush like this, and I put it on paper here, and I did it in about probably about I guess about a couple minutes on that antler that I did. It's gone brown, this stuff here. It was purple. It's purple, but when you put it on the antler, but it goes brown after it dries. And about, depending on the heat, you put it on top of a warm stove, it'll dry in about 3 or 4 minutes. Anyways, I'll bring the antler out. I got it on my burner, my fireplace burner, and I'll end up going and getting it and bring it back out here and put it down here. There's the antler. It's on top of the stove there. I'll just end up getting my flashlight because it's a dark area. But that's it there. The one that was white. That's the one I restored. You can see how nice and brown it is. I only give it 2 coats. I mean, so you can put more on it, it'll be darker. If you want it darker, and then you can sand the tips off, or in the front there where they rub to make it look more realistic. But anyways, it did a really nice job, that potassium. I'm just doing some sanding on this antler with the 100 grit sandpaper. You can lighten it up in areas where he's rubbed. In the past I've rubbed out a little bit here. It brings out the lines that are in the antler, whiter in places, and it makes it look more realistic instead of just having a straight potassium permanganate on. But you want to get in here because he's rubbed in here, and end up going in there to kind of make it look whiter. You can see it looks a lot whiter. This sandpaper, the old sandpaper, is not that good because it's falling apart. I've had this sandpaper and used it on other things. As you can see, it looks so much neat, like white. The white on the tips have all come out here on the little knurls. It looks good. And I'll end up going in here. This is only 3 coats of potassium permanganate on the antler. Yeah, this sandpaper's had it, but if you have new sandpaper, it'll work a lot better. You can make it look good, where you rub it, make it look more white in places. that's it. There's the final results. Looks pretty good. The whitetail antler on the right is a fresh one I found last year when I was out shed hunting. The one on the left was all black and white. It was been laying on the ground for 4 years or so, and you can see that it's almost identical to the one on the right. You can put darker. You can make it darker the one on the left just by adding more potassium permatigate. Like you can see the base at the one I got on the left there that I done is a lot darker. At the bottom there, you can get it as dark as the one on the right if you keep adding 4 or 5 coats. So it's how dark you want the antler. But some whitetail antlers are light like this one, on the left. So whatever you want, you just do it. You just end up keeping on sanding and putting some on until you get it to the likings you like. Anyways, that's it.